Just a few housekeeping things, a couple of announcements for you. First of all, this coming Saturday, that's the 25th, our Saturday evening service will not be held here at the church, weather permitting. It will be held at Mariner Point Park in Joppa. So don't come here on Saturday. Don't come here on Saturday, but go there. And actually come a little bit early, around 3 o'clock. We're going to be having a cookout. So we'll provide the burgers and hot dogs. We just ask that you all bring something with you to share. It'll be like a church picnic kind of potluck thing. Just bring a side or something to share. So again, that's 3 o'clock at Mariner Point Park, and then we will have our actual service at 5:07. So the time is the same, location is different. We look forward to that, and pray for no rain and no humidity while we're at it. So that'll be a good time for all. So we certainly invite you to come on out and be a part of that. Also, next Sunday, we will be celebrating First Holy Communion. So we have about 8 to 10 First Holy Communicants that we will have. We look forward to the instruction time. It's still not too late. If you know of any, or if you have any child or know of any that are that age and would like to sign up for our classes, it's Tuesday and Thursday evening. Please see Pastor Jay or myself afterwards. But we also look forward to having their First Holy Communion next Sunday. If you will do me a favor and take out this little sheet. Actually, I don't have it with me. There's a sheet in your bulletin that has 2 logos on it for our heart ministry. Now, I'm not going to give away too much of the information. There you go. Look at Pastor Jay. He's going to be our Vanna White this morning. Do a little bit of aw, thank you, sweetie. Yes, so this sheet, it's got 2 logos on there. So without giving away too much of the information, we're going to ask you to circle which one of those that you like better, which one stands out better to you. We're kicking off in September our Heart Ministry. So Tom Reed and Jan McMillan have been a part of our Cancer Companions Ministry, but that's going to fall under this larger umbrella of HEART, which stands for Health, Education, Advocacy, and Response Team. So you can thank Pastor Jay for that awesome acronym. And so we're going to vote on we need a logo for it, and we're excited to roll that out in September. So circle one of those and hand it to one of our ushers or one of us on the way out, and we will let you know which one wins. And then finally, we have 2 very special events coming up. Mark your calendars for September the 15th. We will have a Beth Moore simulcast at 10 a.m. Details for that are on our website, or you can see Nancy Kenny, who is our women's ministry director. So tickets will go fast, I'm sure, for that. So please get them in as soon as possible. And also in October, on the 26th, looking ahead, we will have the Allan Scott Band. That's a Friday night. He's been with us before. He really does a great job. He's a powerful testimony. So if you haven't heard that, come on out. Or if you have heard it before, it'll be just a wonderful night of worship and time together. So tickets are on sale for that as well. So see Ryan McAllister for those. All right, and just one last final announcement is just a big thank you to all of you, the congregation. Thank you for your prayers and your support, your donations for our Guatemala mission team. There's been a lot of work that's gone on down there, and we have a video now to show you kind of a recap of that.
In 2016, Trinity began its multi-year partnership with Hope of Life and World Help to adopt a village in need in Guatemala. We recently got back from our 3rd trip to our village of El Jute. The original vision for the project was the provision of clean water, help with educational improvements, and the presentation of the gospel and future sustainment. On our first work trip in April of 2017, with God's provision, we funded a water project that enabled clean water to be provided to a second section of El Jute. Our 14-person team also delivered 250 blessing bags filled with donations from Trinity congregation. In addition, Spanish Bibles were given to each family in the village. In September of 2017, a 7-person team completed Trinity's second work trip, where again with God's provision, we built a playground for the school and new bathrooms for the faculty and children to use while they're at school. The new bathroom was a huge improvement to the old bathroom, which was just a concrete hole in the ground inside this structure. This summer, a team of 21 people traveled to El Jute and worked on school repairs. Where there were broken and missing windows, new ones were provided. Where there was an old rusty roof, a bright shiny new steel corrugated roof was provided. Both the large and the small school buildings got a fresh coat of bright purple paint, which matched a little better with the bright pink paint that is on their new bathroom building. It took many hours, but many hands worked on this project, including older students, school administrators, and teachers. One of the biggest improvements was done in the large classroom in the back of the school. This classroom had a dirt floor, concrete block walls, and was connected to the upper part of the building by broken concrete steps. That classroom received new steps, a new floor, stucco on the walls, and a fresh coat of pretty pale blue paint. When we arrived at the village this time, we found out that our donated funds were able to be stretched a little more than originally thought. There was a brand new security fence around the schoolyard, and we were able to provide new desks and whiteboards. As part of our trips, we always hold Bible school to teach the kids something about the gospel of Jesus. This trip, we taught them about being salt and light in their community. We even held a candlelight ceremony like we do at Trinity, where each child received a candle to hold. Future plans for our village include food bags, VBS, and home visits in January, as well as VBS and building a church and a pastor's home in June. A sustainment project will be the last item for this village. Would you begin praying for our next 2 trips, and would you consider participating in one of them? We'd love to have you join us. From our 2018 Summer Mission Team and the villagers of El Jute, thank you to the 100+ supporters who provided the funds needed for the summer school repair project in the village. The kids of our village were so excited to see the improvements to their classrooms and school buildings. The kids, no matter what age they are such a joy to visit. They and their families always tell us how much they appreciate what our congregation has done for them. Their smiles are definitely contagious. Thank you so much for your support of this project.